features in the car that is very much designed with the Chinese market in mind. The rear seats, there's enough legroom in there for you to be as an owner, be in the back, being driven. You can adjust the front seats from the rear, all the sort of little tricks that you see in cars sold in China. So I'm sure that's where the principal marketplace for a car like this is, but to me a Lotus is a sports car, and this is very, very, very fast, but it's not a sports car. It's very, very heavy as well, feel it, but some gongs, nothing like the odd gong going off at you. Got some retail people here. Eating into the range pretty fast at the moment. It's a wonderful piece of modern day engineering in many ways, but I'm not quite sure of the market. But again, I'm not a consumer in China, and I think to understand this car properly and who's going to buy it, you have to relate it to the Chinese market, which is the biggest in the world. It's the single biggest market by a long way in the world today. So it's not to be sniffed at by a few Aussies down here with a car market that's 1/25th of the size of China's. The interior of this car is quite special, actually. The way it's all laid out, it's with the slot type information dashboard straight ahead of the driver. This big tablet here is pretty impressive. It's just it's a little bit too electronic for me. I'd like a little bit more analog, not a lot, but just things like the aircon controls, which there are some analog ones here, but I just like a little bit more of an analog feel to that. It's almost in a good place to me about that crossover between electronics and analog. I don't get the point of having a push button door release and a mechanical one down here. I think a nice mechanical one here would have been fine. There's lots of nice little touches like these speakers and things in here. It also feels like a quality product, I've got to say. It definitely feels like the best built car that I've been in out of China. I haven't been in them all by any means, but it's certainly worthy of what you've seen with Geely, with the Volvo products and things like the London Taxi and everything, which are good products. So this does feel substantial. It feels like a very good quality product with all the right toys in here. Honestly, I still don't understand the car from a everyday use point of view or whatever, of why you'd want an electric SUV. I don't understand that yet, in terms of range, in terms of distance, in terms of towing ability or otherwise. I understand electric cars completely in an urban small car environment. I just don't get them in this level yet, but again, in the Chinese market, maybe this car makes sense. I'm not sure it does to the average potential consumer of a $300,000 car in Australia. I think I'd buy a Range Rover every day of the week, to be honest. But it's an impressive bit of kit, I have to say.